Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ask unanimous consent to enter into the record the following letters in opposition to H.R. 9725, which would abolish SIGI. First, a letter from 15 former inspectors general. Second, a letter from former Inspector General of the Department of Homeland Security, John Roth. Third, a letter from Project on Government Oversight. And fourth, a letter from Citizens for Responsibility and Ethics in Washington, our CREW, the Government Accountability Project, our GAP, Project on Government Oversight, POGO, Protect Democracy, Public Citizen, and Public Employees for Environmental Responsibility.
Without objection to order.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I think the ranking member did a good job of outlining concerns that I share. I will just share one paragraph from Mr. Roth's letter that my Republican colleagues might be interested in. He writes, for example, in 2015, during the Obama administration, that's my word, Obama administration, the Department of Justice's Office of Legal Counsel issued a legal opinion that cut back on the authority of IGs to get information from their agencies to conduct audits. SIGI discussed the situation and its impact on oversight. Ultimately, SIGI sponsored a letter signed by more than 45 inspectors general that notified this committee and other congressional committees of the issue. This ultimately resulted in this committee sponsoring and Congress passing the IG Empowerment Act of 2016 to clarify and reinstate the authority of IGs to receive information. The chair and ranking member of this committee stated, "We're pleased to see this bill become a reality. This bipartisan legislation will help inspectors general root out waste, fraud, and abuse, and it will pave the way toward greater openness and transparency in government." So during the Obama administration, SIGI identified that the Obama Department of Justice was restricting the ability of IGs to get information and conduct their audits to root out waste, fraud, and abuse. Because they have a degree of independence, they were able to alert this committee, Democrats and Republicans, and this committee in a bipartisan way was able to address it. If this legislation passes, abolishing SIGI, something like that will never happen, whether it's in this Trump administration or a future Democratic administration. And that is the strength of SIGI. And I think it's important to point out that as we have had in this committee, hearing after hearing from my Republican colleagues claiming that combating fraud is their top priority, they turn a blind eye to Donald Trump trading stocks, selling access to insider information, accepting lavish gifts, ripping off his supporters with digital schemes, sending taxpayer dollars to fund his son's tungsten mine in Kazakhstan, contracting fraud at DHS, waste, fraud, and abuse in agency after agency. And as that is occurring, we have this bill to eliminate an entity that across multiple administrations, Democrats and Republicans, has worked effectively to help inspectors general root out waste, fraud, and abuse. I think the American people should ask why this effort to kneecap the people whose job it is to drain the swamp. Because the swamp is getting deeper and deeper and smellier and smellier. And this Congress doesn't want to look at it. And that's what this bill is about. I yield back.
Chair recognizes Mr.